So let's play that out, right? I'm a kid. Not a kid. I'm a entry level. I'm a middle management. I've been in my industry 5 years. I'm watching this video and Matthew, that sounds great. Sure. Except the ego is coming from my boss's boss and I hate him and my boss hates him. And I'm a leader and my boss is a leader, but now neither of us can lead because this one's ego. How do we navigate that?
It's a great question. And for me, it is not a hypothetical situation. I have been in a position in an organization where I am aggressively, is not too strong a word, saying, look at this idea. I think we should go here. But at the same time, if there's a better idea, let's talk about it. Let's kick holes in this. Not from an ego kind of view, but certainly really straining on the reins of like, guys, if my plan towards this destination isn't right, that's cool, but we got to go to this destination.
Right.
And I backed into butting heads with my direct report. Did not mean to do that. Lack of experience in reading the room, working remotely, just kind of not realizing how my communication is landing. Well intended as it was, what matters is where it lands with somebody else.
Sure.
So if you're communicating something and it's not working, hey, the onus is on the communicator. So I was not kind of calibrating that correctly. And in the end, I mean, it really got to a point of stopping just short of, let's do this or please fire me, because I believe in it that much. It worked out really well, but I will say there was an interim of a couple years that were a year and a half, let's say, really rough. A lot of wear and tear on me personally. And I think I brought that a lot on myself in just how I was communicating. By all means, like I said, vision is important, but not just your vision, their vision as well.
Right.
There's just to champion your own stuff, climb your own mountain and shout. That's not the art. The art lies in seeing what the company or the boss's vision are, where you see we need to go, trying to find some of that overlap, trying to find a way where you create the win-win. When we talked previously, I talked about the great negotiating book, classic book from the early 80s called Getting to Yes. And the pivotal parable that they shared was the story of two sisters arguing over an orange. Like, who argues over an orange?
Right.
Except in a parable. And so what's the most equitable outcome? Obviously, it's to cut the orange in half and each walks away with half. It couldn't get any more fair than that. But the point is, actually, one of the sisters wanted the outside skin to make candy. The other wanted the inside to eat. So literally, had they gone beyond the positional fighting to get to the underlying interests, each one of them could walk away with 100% of what they wanted. I think a lot of times we default and sell ourselves short by just digging in our heels on a particular position, when the real work lies in putting your ego aside, trying to understand before being understood, to steal from 7 Habits. Understand what they're going for and where they are and what their needs are, and not at the exclusion of yours, but try to find the alignment however possible in a way that's not creating unnecessary friction. And in the end, all of that said, you may get to a point where you're like, this does not seem to be working. And that's okay. How many success stories start with somebody getting fired or quitting from a place that was not? It's okay. It's not easy, but I don't have to tell you that, to get to where you want to go, it ain't going to be easy no matter what.